leaving us already? All right, bye, baby. Have fun.
Yeah, it's just something that I really enjoy. It gets me out of the house, gets me meeting people, raises my confidence a little bit, and I just love it. And yeah, I feel a lot more alive than I felt a year ago doing this, well, probably 2 years ago. So yeah, it's helped tremendously.
The classes are very good for me because I can get out in the fresh air, meet new people, and learn new skills.
I think it's really nice to give people opportunity to be outdoors and meet each other and catch up with the latest news that happened in their lives. And I find it personally myself very inspiring and getting to know people, their stories.
I really enjoy the class. When we first started coming to it, I wasn't sure what I was going to think of it. I didn't know if it was going to be a bunch of like really creative artists with a lot of skills or a bit of everybody, and it's kind of everything, which is great because it gives you the ability to let your creativity flow without feeling like you're being judged.
I think it's brilliant. I've got out of my house so much more. Like I'm an agoraphobic person. I can go weeks where I'll just lock myself in, and the kids they don't get out. They'll get to school, Daddy will take them. I don't go anywhere. I don't see anyone. Whereas here, I'm out, and I haven't actually been agoraphobic now for, I think it's been about 3 months since my last agoraphobic attack. I've been out, I've been speaking to people, and I'm an anxiety person. I'm very anxiety riddled normally, and speaking to new people is hard, but everyone here is like really welcoming as well, and it makes it a lot easier to be able to speak to people.
It's very therapeutic. It gives you a sort of like a focus to, you know, sort of like, you know, sort of go on, and you know, you're out in the open air and you feel good. It's warm, sunny, and within the polytunnels, you're warm. You're out of the elements, but you're with a nice bunch of people who are good. And, you know, we're all like-minded.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, you have the feel-good factor. You know.
Yeah, you feel after I've been here, I feel very energised, I feel more self-confident, and I feel more motivated to go and do things.
It's just brought many of the community together to the field, doing all sorts of different projects, and it really boosts my mental health coming down here.
And the people are so nice, and like I say, you feel that sense of community. It's definitely what I needed. Yeah.
I think that I've learned as much from running this organisation and from the people that we're working with as the people have as well. I was very nervous initially to think about community, because I've never really had a community, never been part of a community as such, unless you count prison as a community. And so to find such a wonderful group of like-minded people and to feel so accepted and included when we come to these sessions has just been absolutely incredible.
So the whole organisation is based around our mantra, if you want to call it that, is about helping people grow. How do we reconnect with ourselves and reconnect with nature? And it works. I think I found myself reconnecting as much as the people that we're working with.
You know, the environment is so relaxed and peaceful. You know, so there's no pressure, there's no stress, and you can totally relax and enjoy.
Yeah. And we're all doing something we like. We've all got art in common. We all love nature.
And also it's very nice to try different mediums like clay or paints or pencils. And we try to keep it like very free, so if people enjoy doing something else, they are free to do that.
I mean, I love working with nature. I love working with natural materials, so it's perfect for me here. And with it being outdoors as well, it's really good, yeah.
Part of the research I've been involved in for Realities has been trying to answer the question of how do we reimagine our health systems? What do we do? What do we do to reimagine our health systems? Because something's broken, right? The system itself is broken. It's not doing the job. It's not servicing the people who really need it. So how do we reimagine a health system, and what would that look like to us? And so that's what we started playing with, about obviously helping people grow, helping people reconnect to themselves, helping people reconnect to nature. We started doing this through arts and creativity and green space, but bringing art into that as well, and bringing artists in and allowing people to have that experience of being creative with no pressure. We don't ask for outputs, so we're not funded on outputs, not KPIs or metrics or any of these horrendous terms. It's really about people, right? It's about helping people to understand themselves, and from that understanding, all sorts of things bloom and grow.
Yeah, and everybody helps everybody else, and there's no judgment or anything like that, and that's good. It's really good.
That's right.
Yeah,
because we're all gifted in different ways, and it's good to sort of look at other people's work, and you think, my goodness, that's amazing, you know.
And sometimes I have to say it's not a competition. It's just about enjoying the process. The result is not the most important. If you get a good result, perfect, lovely, but it's not the goal here. The goal here is to feel good, to relax, meet friends, have a chat, have banter, lovely tea, coffee, and sausage rolls. Sausage rolls, definitely every Wednesday, sausage rolls.
I feel like I'm me again. I'm finding myself again.
I'm vastly improved on how I was, a year ago.
Yeah, if you saw where I was 2 years ago to where I am now, I feel tons better.
I think it's definitely made a big change in my life. It's definitely made a big impact in my life as well.
I think I've gained a lot of self-confidence from coming to this class. I am a lot better. I don't feel as anxious.
The majority of the improvement in a 10-year period has happened in the last 6 months, where I've met more like-minded people. We've been able to have conversations that move it certainly further a little bit on from the NHS and into reality of how we're coping with day-to-day strategies and learning new skills and teaching each other. Art and gardening and growing produce, and it brings you out of yourself totally.
So how do we reimagine our health systems? We're reimagining a health system as being one where people are healed by community, by their links to community, by doing things that nurture them and feed them internally, feed spirit, I suppose, more than anything else, right? You get out of bed in the morning and think, I'm going to go down and see people that I enjoy seeing in a lovely environment and do activities that I enjoy doing, and actually that's really bloody beneficial. It somehow it's changing people. we're now working with recovery communities, addiction and recovery communities. I'm in recovery, so I've got a lived experience. I've got a director who's lived experience of disability. I'm lived experience of criminal justice and recovery, addictions. So yeah, I think being able to branch out into all these different areas and saying, actually, we've got connections with these groups. What can we do? How can we bring our lived experience into these groups to really help change the system? Let's do things differently, because whatever we're doing at the moment is not working, right? People are struggling, people are suffering. Let's try and reimagine our health systems into something that's more inclusive and person-centred, and we're not measured, right?
Once I've been, I feel like I've achieved something in the day. You know, I can sleep better at night, you know, with all the fresh air. Being out and, you know, the smells and just being outside helps.
So this has now become like an outlet for me to pause and refresh and recharge once a week. I just kind of have like turned it into part of my regular routine, and it's something I really look forward to.
It's having an impact on not just the mental health, it's having an impact on my physical health, actually being more active and doing something, and then able to sleep instead of sleeping an hour, 2 hours a night, and then so exhausted the next day. I'm actually being able to function more.
Little houses are made with some like soft foamy clay, and then I've got mini shells and little bits of beach grass to make them warm. And the teachers are really good. They're really accepting and they're very easygoing, and it makes it easy. It makes it easy for you. Yeah.
I'm not a tutor. I'm a artist facilitator. Yeah, not a tutor. I don't teach much.
And you don't feel alone, you know. Everybody seems to get on, you know.
They're really nice people, and it's really easy to interact with them.
I'm very looking forward for each Wednesday when I'm coming here.
I wake up every day that I know I'm coming down to the field delighted.
It's been a godsend, it really has. It's I thrive down here on a Wednesday, and when I go home I manage to get some housework done, which is the first time I do it all week.
I'm just so grateful that something like this exists, and I'm so grateful the doctor referring me for this. So yeah, I love it, and it's the best thing. Luckily I've not needed any medication, and that was the next route, was going to be medication, but at the moment I don't need it. I don't feel like I need it. There's nothing to say I might not in the future, but while this is going, yeah, I love it.
And so I'm hugely appreciative of this group.
When you've got a job that you wake up in the morning and go, I'm going to work. That's a wonderful thing, and I think that's what I've been missing for quite a lot of my adult career, is the joy of coming to a job that you love, working with people that you find so inspiring. Everyone that comes here has got their reasons for coming here. Everyone that comes here has had their own barriers to inclusion, their own barriers to community, all sorts of issues, barriers, and actually all of those are dropped as soon as we're in the space. Everyone's very inclusive, and the community, everyone laughs. There's so much laughter.
I'd love to put it into words to Lucy to say thank you. you know, because I'm so grateful that she set up this, because I definitely needed it. And it's been the best thing for me. The best thing, yeah.